Welcome to Denton Radio in the Morning, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Good morning, everybody. It is Denton Radio in the Morning. Thank you all very much for being here. We always appreciate it. This is Denton Radio in the Morning, giving you a quick snapshot of all things Denton news, Denton weather, and Denton events. Coming at you a little late this morning. We apologize for that, but we are getting everything underway shortly. All right. We're going to start off, as we always do, a little something from the Denton Record Chronicle, Denton's oldest news resource, and one of our great partners here in the Discover Denton Welcome Center, as well as in DentonRadio.com. Top stories today. If you would like to follow up on these, by the way, you can do so at DentonRC.com. Top stories: police seek sexual predator suspect. Lake Dallas offers want man on variety of charges. With the way it's progressing, we want to prevent a sexual assault from occurring. Our main concern is to get this guy off the street. Lieutenant Vicki Chandler, a spokeswoman for the Lake Dallas Police Department. Next up, gunman had ties to North Texas. Stephen Paddock lived in Mesquite for years. Next story, pure terror. Shooter kills dozens, wounds hundreds at Las Vegas concert. By the way, all of our thoughts and prayers do go out to those in Vegas. Last but not least, Denton County GOP chairwoman resigns. Hendrickson cites health reasons in her exit letter. Whew. Not a particularly exciting news day, or particularly positive. Anyways, again, if you would like to follow up on any of those stories as well as many, many more, you can do so at DentonRC.com. All right, moving forward to weather. It is pretty cloudy looking right now, but as the day goes forward, we are looking at some chances of rain, but later in the day, probably around 5-ish maybe. It's supposed to stop and then start again in the late evening. So now, it looks menacing and kind of feels menacing, so it may start raining a little sooner than that. Not supposed to be super heavy, but we don't really know. Again, the clouds may break around 3-ish and then supposed to come back at like 5, 6, 7-ish and start raining then. But anyways, either way, we're gonna have a high of 84, so we're gonna spend most of the day in the 80s and high 70s. Again, with slight chances of rain, and yeah, there you go. So it's not saying that you can't do some things outside today. You can, because it's a little cooler than normal. It's a bit humid though, and yeah, as long as you bring an umbrella, you're set. All right, we've talked Denton weather, we talked Denton news. It's time to talk Denton events. This is our favorite part of the show, where we get to go to discoverdenton.com and pull a few events, highlights of what's happening for today. Community Dance Center fall session at Texas Women's University. Dorian Brew, components of the Dogon World, happening over at the Google Gallery at the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center. All right, Google Gallery? Is that right? Is it Google or Go? Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. It's so far away from my screen's way far across the room. Anyways, it's at the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center, the PAC. Make sure you check all that out. Inverse Ekphrasis is happening over at the Murchison Performing Arts Center at the University of North Texas. Also, we've got Tuesdays with Karma Yoga at the Springbok Academy. We have College Night with DJ Double at the Abbey Underground. Live jazz at Steve's Wine Bar happening tonight. Real Texas Radio live broadcast happening at LSA Burger. That's Texas country music. That's Texas music. It's not necessarily country, but it is Texas music. Sound Values here at the Discover Denton Welcome Center. Come on by the Discover Denton Welcome Center if you want to watch Sound Values with Kind Beats. Tonight he will have Caleb Coonrod of the rock band Remain. And you can also tune in at 7, and you can see that as well. Choral Fest, UNT choral ensembles happening. Wait a minute. Is it Coral or is that how you spell Carol? My goodness. Windspear Performance Hall over in the Murchison Performing Arts Center tonight. Foreman versus Frazier. Nick Foreman, Danny Diamonds, Delmore, Pilcrow, and Stormy Durant, all at Dan Silverleaf tonight, is where it's all going down. Tiki Tuesdays in the basement at Andy's. We also have midnight open mic for comedy happening over at Game Changers Sports and Arcade Grill. Whew, a very pieced together calendar because apparently I'm having trouble getting my words out this morning. But anyways, if you want to go on over to discoverdenton.com, you can find details on all those events as well as many more happening throughout the week. You can find addresses, times, all that good stuff, as well as restaurant listings, hotel listings, everything you need for your Dentoning. All right, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. I'm going to do a much better job of putting my words together tomorrow because we come at you every morning, Monday through Friday, giving you quick shots of Denton news, Denton weather, and Denton events. If you are listening at dentonradio.com, make sure you are subscribed at YouTube and following us on Twitter because we go out live there as well for Denton Radio in the morning. And we will see all of you tomorrow. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out dentonradio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at classicofdenton.com.